Michelle is back with the Good Day State Line, talking about some celebrities right now and really how they're remembering Regis Philbin this week.
Yeah, that's right. A lot of people doing this, Michelle. He was such a positive person in the TV environment, loved by so many people. We've been talking about him all morning long, but it's just really cool, though, how people are remembering him this morning, Michelle.
Absolutely. So I think most people have heard Saturday afternoon is when the news broke that Regis Philbin had passed away. So he was just about to turn 89 next month. So if you're wondering how old he was, he holds the Guinness Book of World Records for how many hours he spent on television.
It was like 17,000 or something like
that.
Yes,
yeah. It's such a long history of a television career that he had. So a lot of people who are in the media have been sharing their feelings about Regis. Of course, the two biggest women talking about him this week, Kelly Ripa and Kathie Lee Gifford. So you can see here what Kelly Ripa had to say. I love this. She said, I think the biggest takeaway from the 11 years that I shared with him was that you have to be yourself. You cannot be one person on camera and a different person once the light goes off or the audience is gone, and you have to be who you really are. And if you watch Regis, you gotta believe that's who he was. How can you fake it for that long?
Yeah. Well, and especially when Kelly and Kathie, they had such good on-air chemistry, and I don't think you have that unless you're truly friends, unless you're truly getting along, and you're a genuine person. It really came across.
Yeah, I think so too. This is why I fight with Elliot every day.
Yeah, this is what you see. What you see is what you get.
This is it.
So we have another quote from Kathie Lee, and this picture, of course, from when we were all born.
Yeah.
I simply adored him, and every day with him was a gift. There's never been anyone like him, and there never will be. Last night, there was a special on ABC, so I watched it. A lot of it was actually an interview that Katie Couric had done with him when he was retiring, which I want to say was like maybe 7 years ago or so, when Michael Strahan was coming on with Kelly Ripa.
Yep.
So she did this great special, and so it was part of 2020. So I know that you can find it on ABC's website and on their, on apps, on streaming and everything if you missed it. It was really good, and it just took through his entire career and the history of, starting that show with Kathie Lee and all of the other co-hosts he had worked with before. I brought you guys my Regis book. I've had this book I love Regis so much. Like you guys were talking about watching him as a kid. I think that's why I got into TV. My mom never had me watch Sesame Street. I watched Regis and Kathie Lee.
Listen, it was the same time. They were the same time. I remember because we only had one TV, so it was like
it was always Regis and Kathie Lee. So just watching all the celebrities talk about him. Kelly Ripa, one thing I want to say, I know we probably have to wrap soon, but the one thing that she said in the special last night was nobody could say anything bad about him. And how many people in the media or just in life, when they pass away, it's very sad that he's gone, but the way that people are remembering him, only positive things to say. And that's huge.
And to your point, Michelle, too, I remember we were saying a few years ago, he was pretty off the air for a while, but he would kind of come into the Today Show, kind of fill in here and there for Kathie and Hoda.
Yeah, I watched a bunch of those clips the other day.
It was like these interns that he would take time to be like, hey, talking to them and then giving them advice and just, everyone. It wasn't just the stars and celebrities that saw how good of a person he was, but everyone, to the ones starting out like he did at one time too.
So I also encourage you, if you're in a bad mood or something's bothering you today, just go on Instagram, go on Facebook, find all these clips at Today Show, Good Morning America.
We've been doing that. Elliot's been
watch them. They'll make you feel good. They'll make you laugh.
The best TV. It really was.
All right. Thanks so much, Michelle. Our Morning Mug Club is going to pop up here on your screen. Head to our Facebook page. Let us know what you think.